back of the Clippers and 1 game ahead of the Pelicans in that 9-10 race in the play-in situation. LeBron lobs underneath, and Stanley takes it and scores.
Just had vision on the ball. He just reaches up and intercepts that pass.
You're not going to get much longer than Porzingis at 7'3". Hachimura going to pull up, corner the key, and it's 2-2.
And the one thing, let's not take this thing for granted. Let's go out and play hard, because you know what happens when you play short-handed teams.
Yeah, everybody else seems to be available for the Lakers tonight. Maybe not Wayne Ellington. He was more under the weather than anybody else last night. But THT's back, so is Carmelo. Stanley Johnson looking for 2 in a row. Tapped up and in by Russell Westbrook.
That he smothers the over-the-top pass, because if you're allowing him vision, nobody's going to be able to.
Look, you should be able to score against this team. Their defense has been a mess. Washington, only OKC has been worse in this month. And right to the baseline and right to the cup goes Austin Reeves.
Just like
Russ, the former Wizard, great pass to LeBron. He can't finish, gets his own rebound and scores. All that did was take away, and it was introduced. That was no shock that the New York fans would do that to him. LeBron, the cutter! The dive that time by Russ.
That's what happens when you're not like that, because they had shut the lane off on LeBron, but he was able to make the pass.
Kispert got it.
The Lakers know all about Kispert.
The timeline. Wizards have lost 6 straight, matching their season high in futility. LeBron comes over to help out. Porzingis, KCP in the corner for 3.
And that's going to be opened up if they can get the ball inside.
You know, Russ is still tied for 3rd in the league, and triple doubles. LeBron scores. LeBron 19 of his 36 last night. And as he comes back into his action, we've got 7 to shoot. Reeves still has it. Reeves still has it. Now finds Monk all the way with a left hand. Didn't have much room, Stu, but he somehow got it. Wizards. Here they come. Good bounce. Goes to Kispert, and he lays it in. Solid player is Kispert. Give the assist to Caldwell Pope. And it's 14-11 after the Lakers jumped out to a 7-point lead. And we're going to get a whistle.
Malik Monk will be at the line shooting too. A little upset at himself. Got fouled before he released it, thinking he's
numbers. And LeBron chasing a little bit of history here tonight. And you would suspect it might come early. You know, here's a guy, Stu, LeBron James, averaging almost 30 points a game. He's embroiled in a race with Embiid and Antetokounmpo for the scoring title this year. While we have a moment, here's a word from Carl's Jr.
Give in to the new Double Bacon Beast Burger at Carl's Jr. and feed your happy.
2 free throws, then the Lakers extend their defense a little bit. Go slow up the Wizards just a bit.
A little token full court pressure. Thought that was Baylor trying to come back against Carolina earlier today. KCP gives it now to Porzingis. From Latvia, the big guy. Going to be off the rim. Russ is there, all over that rebound. Laker lead is 5. Russ all the way, and Russ scores.
Wow, he went past Neto like he wasn't even there.
Lakers have led all the way so far. Hachimura, who's born in Japan, hits that one. Swishes it through.
He's got a nice offensive game, Hachimura does. We should look to feature him a little bit more with this lineup on the floor.
Missed a whole bunch early in the season, but he's rounded into shape. Hook pass, Russ, good catch. And then he gives it to Stanley. Well, that was a bullet pass from Monk. And Russ just kind of reached out with that mitt and caught it.
Yeah, that's good ball movement, though, by the Lakers.
We're going to see THT, who did not play last night. Remember, he turned an ankle a couple of nights ago. KCP, boy, he got caught in the air, and he's going to foul Stanley Johnson, which is probably a good thing, because the Lakers would have had numbers.
It definitely was, as it turns out, a good thing, because they definitely had numbers going the other way. Now to look at that pass from Russell Westbrook to Stanley, just up over the top, as again Porzingis out of position and not able to challenge.
Now the Lakers just 18 of their 20 points have been in the paint so far, to only 2 for the Wizards. You know, it's an interesting night tonight because it's a back-to-back for both teams, and both teams were road teams last evening. Doesn't happen much in the NBA. If we've got this scenario. Washington lost at the guard last night. He came back and caught them. Reeves from the outside.
That'll get them out of the zone. The Wizards came out of that last play in the zone, and good ball movement. Find the open man in the corner and drill it.
12-4 Laker run. Again, a good first quarter after playing horrifically in the first quarter. 3 straight before last night. On the outside, knocking it down. That's Denny Avdia. He had 4 points last night after consecutive games in double digits, so an off night for Avdia.
He's showing that he's got good form and not afraid to take the shot.
Got under 5 minutes to play in the quarter from DC. LeBron fall back. That one is not last touched by Talen Horton-Tucker with 4:45 remaining in the quarter.
Carmelo Anthony checking in. I think he's probably going to replace Stanley Johnson.
Carmelo was under the weather a little bit last night, although he looked pretty healthy to us when we talked to him yesterday. It's good to see him back in the lineup. 19 years in the league. Carmelo Anthony. This is one of only 4 games in the NBA tonight. Boy, Hachimura was wide open. They didn't see him. Kispert can't connect. Rebound taken by Talen Horton-Tucker.
He was wide open because LeBron tried to blindside the high post guy, missed it, and that's what freed up him.
LeBron goes baseline. Reverse layup is good.
Too easy.